What's up, traders, investors? How y'all doing? In this talk, I'm going to talk about trading scheduling, creating a trading schedule. Something I wish I knew way earlier, something that I've learned now based on science, experience, and really just what makes sense. So when we talk about trading scheduling, usually what people are going to tell you is to pick a particular session, right? So day traders in the US trade the New York Open. Certain trading systems might have you trade the close. There's also Forex traders might trade a London session or Asian session, for instance. But essentially what I found, by the way, we're just cruising past Makaha. It's popping off today. Yo, kind of popping off, yo. There's a lot going on out here, baby. Let's go. Saturday. Wow. Good vibes. I may come back and surf later. I'm on my way to the farmer's market right now to get groceries for the week. Today's my day to do it. Anyways, what I've found is that anything that asks you to trade every day is not sustainable. It's hard to be effective, and it's much better to have a system that asks you to trade once a week or something like that instead. Okay? Now, initially a lot of my systems were based around trading every day or checking in every day, right? You can have day trading systems where you close and you only need to be in for an hour or 2 hours, whatever. Those aren't the best ways to invest, though, because having long exposure over time as moves play out is generally better strategy. Not in terms of scheduling, but just in terms of how the markets work, right? Exposure over time. That said, I was always looking at like, okay, I'm going to trade the daily chart, which is slow, right? It's less than the 4-hour chart. It's less than the 1-hour chart. The problem with trading the daily chart where you need to check in every day is that, most of us, we're not full-time trading. We don't want to be full-time trading. It's too much of a scheduling restriction. It's maybe we have families, other things going on. I'm sick today. Maybe you can hear it in my voice. I had a fever overnight. My resting heart rate never made it under like 66. Normally it's in the 40s or low 50s. Sometimes your car goes down, or like you have an emergency, you got to take the pet to the vet, right? And if you have a system that requires you to check, it's too much of a strain and it causes too many errors. And I keep talking about this data, the studies. The truth is, if you look at the studies, they're a little bit hard to interpret. But the implication from the studies is that trading every day, checking your chart every day, checking your trades or portfolio every day is associated with inferior performance to the market. It's better to trade once a week, right? So trading, there's a couple ways you can do it. So the system that I have now, the main one that I'm trading, MTP, it doesn't have a set day that it trades, but I can set up alerts and know it's going to trade on average once a month per asset. Most of the time it's not going to do anything. right? That's a good system. In terms of scheduling, it's sustainable, right? Now, it still might not line up right, where you have to trade on a day when shit's going on, but maybe you can squeeze it in or get to the next day. It's maybe also okay to have a system that trades the weekly chart on stocks after the Friday close, before the Monday open. That gives you 3 days. But you just got to think about what's sustainable for you to stick with it, and also sustainable for you to perform well. It's too much to ask that you're going to be very sharp every single day. And then trading every day, also it opens you to all the psychological biases around gambling, right? All the traps you can fall into around gambling. So my opinion, my suggestion is, if you're developing a trading system, you want to start that trading system from, okay, I'm going to trade once a week, once a month, once a quarter. What is this trading system going to look like? If you need to trade every day, if you need to trade more often, you shouldn't even think about manually trading it. You should think about, how do I automate this? And it's not that hard anymore. It's getting easier and easier to automate trading strategies. You can get it. Use ChatGPT to help you write it as a PineScript strategy, and then use a webhook from PineScript and plug it into your crypto exchange, for instance. It's so doable. Yeah, there's a parade's going on today. People setting up. A lot going on in Waianae today. Let's go. Yeah. And don't even bother. Yeah. Man, I wish I knew all this stuff from the beginning, but here we are now. At least I know it now. A lot of people never even get to this point. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.